Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Rodney and thank you so much for returning to my YouTube channel and watching my videos. And to the returning subscribers, you guys are the best. Thank you so much to keep following me. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, I hope at the end of this video you'll be able to subscribe to the channel. It's free of charge anyway. So today I'm going to share with you guys because so many of you have been asking me questions on Instagram, also on my email, some trying to understand what are the next stages when it comes to the Ireland Africa Scholarship or the Kada Asmal Fellowship Program or the Roger Caseman Fellowship Program or whichever it's called in your country, but all of these are under the Ireland Africa Fellowship Program to study a one-year master's program in Ireland. So what we're going to do today, I'm just going to take you guys through the stages, what happens, because I know that sometimes if you are in the process, it can be so much confusing not knowing what is to follow, what will happen. Sometimes you think that, oh, I think I got the scholarship, whereas there are so many stages that you still have to go through. So the first stage number one, is the preliminary application. So this is where you submit your application with your intended course that you want to do, and then they are going to check if you are eligible. And then if they feel that you are eligible with your degree that you have, because they need an honors degree if you're from South Africa, a 4-year degree. And then if you are eligible, they will progress your application, or maybe not necessarily eligible, but when they are also impressed with your application and how you presented your, the courses that you want to do and why you want to do them. Thereafter, you will be invited to stage number 2. So in stage number 1, some won't progress. And then so if you are invited to stage number 2, then it means that your application was good. And then stage number 2, you do a detailed application. That's where you gotta put meat to the bones. Now you have to explain why you want to do those programs, how they're gonna help you to develop your own country. And then stage number 3, if you progress from stage number 2, you're gonna be progressed to stage number 3, which is about interviews and the English language test. Now, previously, because of COVID-19, what happened was that there was a Duolingo test which you will just do from home because people were not going to test centers to take the IELTS. Then now things have changed because it seems like because the COVID-19 is being manageable, what's happening is that now you're expected to write the International English Language Testing System, which is called IELTS. What happened with the previous group or the current group of applicants now is that in December they wrote the Duolingo, I think December or November, they wrote the Duolingo, and then because it is no longer accepted in Irish universities, they had to write the IELTS now. So if you pass the IELTS, then you would have to go and do your interviews. And then if you pass your interviews, you are progressed to the 4th stage. The 4th stage, that's where the embassies will take your application and forward it to Ireland, to the headquarters. There's an organization called ICOS that deals with who manages the scholarship in Ireland. So all the people who progressed and did well in the interviews, all the applications are taken to Ireland, to ICOS, and then they check for final selection. So there will be 2 outcomes from there. One is either they will inform you that you have progressed to the next stage, which is stage number 5, wherein you have to make applications to Irish universities of your choice as reflected in your application forms. But there's also a chance where you may be put on waiting list because your application is good, but there were other candidates who were much more competitive than you. So they will put you on a waiting list, of which it is not all hope lost because you can still be progressed, depending if they can secure more funding, or maybe I'm thinking that if somebody decides not to take up that opportunity, somebody decides to drop out from that process so you can be progressed. Then let's suppose you got progressed to the next stage. You're going to submit your applications to the university of your choice, your first choice, second choice, and also a third choice, I think. But in my time, we had like 2 choices. If your second choice is the one to respond first, what is going to happen is that you're going to be asked to wait for your first choice. so that, because they use it in a way that, you know, your first choice is your first choice, right? So if second choice comes first, you have to wait for the first choice, and then if the first choice comes in and you're admitted at universities, then you're gonna take your first choice. So in a situation wherein your second choice comes and then you wait and then your first choice is rejected, then you're gonna take the second choice. Just like that. But if your first choice is the one that comes first, then that's it. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take. And then if you get admitted, then it means you're going to send the admission letter to ICOS to say that, okay, fine, I've been admitted at the University of Galway. That's where I was studying, or Dublin University, DUT, Technology, or TCD, wherever you're gonna be applying. And then they're going to tell you to wait. So this one, it does not mean, they will say it doesn't mean that you have been awarded a scholarship. So you got to wait. And then thereafter, you are going to receive an email. For me, it was from the embassy with an award letter that says, "Dear Rodney, congratulations. You have been awarded the Kada Asmal Fellowship Program, or the Roger Casement Fellowship Program, or whatever program it is called in your country, or the Africa Ireland scholarship from other countries." That's how they term it. So that's how you get to know that now you have received the scholarship. But my advice, normally, just to put people at ease, is that once you have progressed to the stage of you applying and you get admission, I think like you are 99% there, because the only thing that remains is just for confirmation to be made. So that's basically the stages that are involved with the Africa, or Ireland Africa's fellowship program. So I know that most people have questions, and I know it can be frustrating most of the time when you don't know what happens next, because sometimes you feel like, oh, I passed the interview, then that's it. Well, it's not. So there are just various number of stages that you have to go through. But once you pass the interview and also you are asked to apply at the universities, then you are almost there. All right. So that's what I needed to just to put it out there, so that those of you who are in the process and those who will apply even in the next application period, which is I think from July this year for the next academic year, which is 2024. Yeah, 2025. So just be on the lookout for this, so that you don't get frustrated, you don't know what's happening, you know. Yeah. So I think that's it from me. And if you have other questions, you know, you can just find me on my Instagram. It's at Rodney Ricoto 88. Yeah. So, but I'm gonna put it on the description box. And all the best with everything with this scholarship. Ciao.